Mr. Platono Man 1989 with some wrestling talk. Yay! Now, let me talk about the Raw after WrestleMania. I was very fucking disappointed to hear the main event for Backlash, or whatever is going to be the main event. I'm not sure. I'm talking about the six-way tag match. Now, I was disappointed because then, seriously, this whole Randy Orton Triple H match at WrestleMania had no real big payoff at all. I was expecting to see what happens next, to see if it would make me feel better about the main event results and what exactly happened in the main event. But in the next pay-per-view, we're going to get a six-way tag match. I know it's Backlash and there's only 3 weeks of build-up, but WWE, come on, I don't want to see that match. Of course, now it involves Batista. I still don't want to see that match. I mean, whatever. I hate those big tag team main events. I only like it when they do it with certain teams. You know what I mean? Certain matchups. Now, it's good that Legacy's going to get one of these tag matches, but Shane, Batista, and Triple H doesn't sound like much of an interesting team to do it. See, when TNA did the Final Resolution main event with Main Event Mafia versus Frontline, I actually liked it because Main Event Mafia needs at least one match like that, where they're all there in a big Survivor Series tag type match. Anyways, I'm not looking forward to that match. Whatever, let's see what happens. And then they added the stipulation that if somebody from Triple H's team wins, then Triple H retains the title. And they did the same thing at Final Resolution, but I think here it's even more weird. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. And with the Edge versus John Cena, last man standing, I'm not looking forward to that match. I mean, it's going to probably be a good match, both matches, but it's just when WWE gives someone the title, they drag on in certain feuds for so long and certain matchups. So we see like most of the same matches month after month. That's something I prefer in TNA. That, for example, when Samoa Joe was champion, he faced Kaz and Steiner in a triple threat. Then he faced Christian, Rhino, Booker T, and Robert Roode in the King of the Mountain. Then he faced Booker T for 2 months. Then he faced Kurt Angle and Christian. Then he faced Sting. You know, you get a different opponent every month, and I think that's what really makes a credible title reign. Kind of like when Samoa Joe was the X Division champion. Every month he was knocking out competitors that they made a best of Samoa Joe DVD like right away, because they already had matches that they could put on the fucking DVD that he did month after month. And I just want to say, TNA, I love you for creating Beer Money. Beer Money has been so fucking great. Seriously, that's another thing with Beer Money. Next month, if they wanted to, they could release Best of Beer Money DVD, and they could have their matches against LAX when they won the title. They could have a matchup with the Motor City Machine Guns, a matchup with Creed and Lethal, a matchup with Abyss and Matt Morgan, and then the matchup at Bound for Glory, the 4-Way Monsters Ball, and then another matchup with Team 3D that's going to happen next week on Lockdown. Every single month they have a credible win over credible contenders, or, you know, it just elevates it. Not this. The title, WWE has switched hands so often, and most of the competitors stay the same for a couple of months, and I guess it's kind of boring. So, on other news, the draft is Monday. It's going to be very interesting to see who goes where and stuff like that. I believe there's going to be 12 people announced this Monday, besides the online supplemental draft or whatever it's called. I really think that they're going to do something at ECW, like really changed it. Weeks ago they was going to have that All Divas match, so that was kind of an idea of that they're ready to change the product. Let's see if Christian goes to SmackDown or Raw. I expect John Cena to go to SmackDown, maybe to help bring up the ratings, and since he'll be the champion, and maybe Triple H go to Raw. But let's see. Let's just see what happens. Maybe Kozlov on Raw. This is not what I want. this is what I think is gonna happen. But I think if Kozlov and John Cena are on the same brand, that could be a match right there. Maybe both of them can't wrestle for shit, but you know, they haven't really locked up or matched up. Now, HBK is supposed to be retiring after, well, not retiring, but he's not gonna wrestle in WWE after next year's WrestleMania 26. So I think it's time that we start thinking about who should face him in his last match. And I've been thinking, and I don't know if it should be a classic matchup, someone from his past that has a lot of history, to say, to, you know, tell him, you know, basically give him his goodbye match, or I don't know if it should be a young superstar to be elevated to another level by giving Shawn Michaels his last match. It's really hard to decide on that one. So just wanted to put that thought in some of you guys' head, as well as Undertaker and Batista. It looks like this is going to be their last years. Now, Undertaker, I believe they're going to work something where he's going back to Death Valley to rest in peace, kind of like what was on the script originally for the Shawn Michaels Undertaker match. But it's going to be very interesting to see how they retire Undertaker, because as we know, when people retire, they usually come back for the Hall of Fame and stuff like that. And for Undertaker to make returns, like Ric Flair keeps returning to television, is he going to continue his dead man gimmick? I mean, is he going to just come in like, dun, all dramatic with the hat, even though he's retired already? Or is he just not going to show up on TV after he retires for a while, or at all? It's going to be very interesting as well. Now, real quick, TNA Impact, I really enjoyed it. Daphne is back, that's great. I loved Taylor Wilde's reaction to Abyss getting beaten by Steven last week. I loved that too, because it was unexpected. It caught me by shock. I was like, oh my god, stop hitting him. It was sad. I felt sorry for the kid. The Team Lockdown, Lethal Lockdown is building up great. We finally see Samoa Joe finish a match. And I saw a part in Impact that Samoa Joe and AJ came face to face. And it's funny because I sent Samoa Joe a message about this on his MySpace, saying that it would be so fucking awesome if AJ and Samoa Joe at Bound for Glory 2009, Bound for Glory 5 happens. I don't care. I want it to be the main event, AJ versus Samoa Joe for the World Heavyweight title, but I don't care if it's in the undercard either. I can see AJ getting frustrated with the way Samoa Joe handles things with his Nation of Violence, and AJ feels that he has to step in and try to talk to his friend, and then Joe disrespects the shit out of him, and we got a fucking 5-star match at Bound for Glory 5 in New York, hopefully. But yeah, Impact was great, and Mick Foley took a lot of fucking hard bumps at the main event of Impact. It was pretty fucking impressive. He kept hitting his fucking head and stuff, and he was selling very good. So he still has it a little bit. Now, I'm looking so fucking forward to Lockdown. I can't motherfucking wait. The card is unbelievable, and they even they removed the Donny Bonaducci match from the actual pay-per-view. They're gonna put it in the pre-show as a dark match. So now the people that were complaining about that can't really complain anymore, and it just gives more time for the fucking stacked card. Seriously, this card reminds me of fucking Wrestle Kingdom, the last one that just passed. Not in terms of star power and every card having really something to look forward to, but it should be an all-around great show, and it gives these titles a lot of honor, the tag team titles, and it's just going to be, in my opinion, an event that is like already a must-buy DVD. Seriously. Now, Impact scored high ratings again, and it's interesting to note that the second hour is rounded up to a 1.4. A 1.4. Usually expect the first hour to have higher ratings than the second hour because it drags out and people turn away. So it's great that from the second hour from the first hour going to the second hour, their ratings go up. So that's great. I don't really know what else to talk about. TNA announced that a world champion should be joining them. I was thinking either Taz or JBL, but JBL has signed to Ohio Valley Wrestling, I believe. I think he has. But there's some kind of partnership there. So now I'm thinking that it's Taz And the fact that the pay-per-view is going to be in Philadelphia means perfect fucking timing by TNA. I don't know if they're going to make it a 3-man commentary booth. That'll be interesting as well, like the old days. We'll just see what's going to happen with that. So everybody tune into the Raw draft tomorrow night and tune in to Impact. Excuse me. This Thursday. Wrestling's good. God is sometimes great. And yeah. Peace. One quick note. Guys, you can add me on my MySpace. The link is right there. Just click on my profile and add me on my fucking MySpace. You're gonna see like a Joker face. That was me in Halloween. Just fucking add me, please. I know most of you guys have MySpaces. I mean, why not? Send me a message there. I'll reply, whatever. Cool. And I'm gonna put the link right there in the description box as well. And I'm thinking if I should give out my AIM. I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know. Whatever. Peace. Mr. Plátano Man out.